What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody is doing good. Once again, happy 2023 to everybody. We are very excited, y'all. For those that do not know, you're about to find out. This is the very first season, very first episode of Real Talk and Real Topics with yours truly, Queen Candy, and of course our husband slash co-host KLG. How you doing, bye?
Pretty good, pretty good. How should we put it? Happy New Year, everybody. And name's KLG, Mikhail Muhammad, whichever one you want to call me, military, whatever. uh, we're teaming up to do this podcast for the simple fact of pretty much just tired of dealing with all the fake people. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really keeps it real. Everybody pointing the finger at everybody else. Nobody accepts responsibility. And we're trying to help correct that in our people.
Yeah.
Everybody else got their own helpers. We don't got none. Well, we do, but people act like they don't know who they are.
Exactly.
In short, I guess we could say we've been doing music, radio, podcasting, DJing, performing, acting for a nice amount of years. There's really no need to put a cap on it because we still going. So they just don't need to say. And I started way back while I was black because we still going. Dreams don't have termination dates.
No.
So we're gonna get into what you call real talk and why men and women can't stick together. Remember, we're talking about our people only. We ain't knocking nobody else's heritage or race or whatever, but we're not concerned with them. We're only concerned with our people at this current election in the game.
Yeah, pretty much. We was actually just talking about this last night. Your words should always be bond, and we can go down the list with so many issues that's going on, like we just said, mainly with our people. You know, so on and so forth. Not keeping your word, backstabbing, lying, cheating, and then what we don't like is we need to stick together. We don't even really know what that means.
Half the people don't even know what that word means. They ain't looked it up in the dictionary. Stick together means what?
They don't read the dictionary.
Because you put adhesive on two things and you stick it together. That's technically the definition. So I don't know how you're going to put glue on each other, but
glue don't last very long.
Pick a book up.
What kind of book? There's so many.
Get a dictionary first. Start with the dictionary. Just start there. So you know the words you're using, what they actually mean, instead of just babbling like an idiot because you got a college degree or a PhD or a doctorate or a lawyer certificate or a judge certificate or something. You think you then jumped up some type of ladder somewhere, but you don't own nothing. You're not running nothing. You're not building nothing for us to even go. We don't even have a store we can go shop at. And everybody, yes, we do. Yeah.
No, we used to.
Name me one like we got like a Walmart. Just one. A grocery store. A car dealership. A car making plant. Not a dealership. They're making cars. Construction company that's building houses and dropping the rates so black people can get in without having to go through all the criteria everybody else put us through.
Land, houses. We used
cattle,
to have all that.
Farming. Yeah, you go ahead. We did.
We used to. Of course, when the messenger was here, for those that don't know, we're talking about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We had everything right here in Chicago.
And guess who tailor-made it for us, who showed up and told President Roosevelt, I'm here to secure my people. I'm looking for one individual, and once I find him, he's going to mentally resurrect my people. That would be Master Farad Muhammad, to whom we praise forever, as taught to us by the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad.
Yes. So that's going to be the main point of this show, giving it to y'all raw. Giving it to y'all real, because we see a lot of these podcasts, a lot of these radio shows, TV shows, and like we said, we ain't knocking everything or whatever it is that they do, but ain't nobody bringing no truth. So we was thinking about it for a minute. We didn't know if our husband's gonna be on board with it, because we both pretty much feel the same way what we see on social media. But what we do with our show, the Queen Candy Podcast, is of course we bring y'all Truth with Islam, our journey, you know, whole 9 yards, and we figure he's the only person that we know anyway that's under righteousness, teaching the truth, you know, other than us. And we figure doing this, and we can only hope we get ears. People need to know the truth. It's 2023, and it's way too much going on. And we know if Black people ain't reading, y'all are not watching the news.
They ain't reading nothing. Matter of fact, if they is reading it, you can go get whatever book you read, chime in, whatever. I guarantee you we can squash whatever you come off with.
Like what?
Anything. Whoever you think your God is, I can tell you who he really is, and the one you got ain't. Who you think the devil is, we can tell you who he really is, and the one you think he ain't. It's stuff. We'll just go here right quick. It's stuff in your own Bible that you don't even know exists. We ran into a billion Bible thumpers claim they know it back and forth, and we show them 2 scriptures, squash everything come out their mouth. Based off facts, not, making up stuff or trying to just prove a point. And it's all truth, not falsehood. See, most people take a religion, a business, whatever, and they mix falsehood with it. And then you just become what you call a user. You pull all your people in, you take money from them. You don't give nothing back.
Mm-hmm.
You had them subscribe, pay subscription fees, whole bunch of other stuff, but you the only one getting paid.
Or we can attest to this, for you to be a part of a network and you ain't growing. We already done kicked one to the curb. Yes, we said it. We about to do the second one. And they already know who they are because it's not feasible. It's just not.
We're
it's
just
stupid.
trying to make a little income. That's all.
That's it.
Just so we can do what y'all won't do. That's all. But my bad, go ahead.
Oh, no, you get what I was going to say. We already know how the game go. Like we said on our season 4 premiere, we know why people don't network with us. We know why people don't gravitate to us. It's because we under righteousness. We teaching the truth. But the fact of the matter is y'all need to hear it. Everybody want to, be seen, be number one. You can't have it all. You just can't. You can't.
How you going to be number one?
You can't be above a lot.
I'm just saying, how you going to be number one, period? You didn't bring yourself here. Some 2 people got together, whether they stuck together or not, did a process. Here you are. You still number 3.
And we mean like anything, music, podcasts, whatever.
Oh yeah, how many Black-owned film companies we got? Record labels that's not owned by white people.
We just learned that yesterday.
Because there's a lot of people that got labels Black, but they're not owned by themselves. Somebody white behind them owns it.
And we ain't even know that.
And I don't want to start taking shots, but we can go at everybody. Everybody in the business that claim they got a label, from Rockefeller to So Def to Def Jam to
Grand Hustle.
Young Money, Grand Hustle. Really, that's about it.
Yeah, off top of our head.
That's about it. They don't own none of them labels. They don't even own their work. Half of them don't even own their houses. They got mortgages and car notes.
That's stupid to us.
How could you have $60 million and go broke?
Because you don't own nothing.
And you ain't got no truth. Yeah, truth. You wouldn't be listening to nobody. You'd be like, I know exactly what I'm about to do.
You saying nowhere in the world you're gonna ever tell us we need to lease something or rent it when we know, right? We know we got the bread and we can buy it. That's just stupid to us. That's why we glad we under our own label. We produce our own stuff. We've been writing, so that ain't never been an issue. We've been writing, but we know, and we're gonna say when ain't gonna be an if. When everything gonna come back in our pocket. We're not about to be a puppet on the string. If that's how you want to put it. And everybody want to, we're looking for, be seen, like we said, be at the top. or whatever so bad, they ain't reading that contract, they ain't reading that fine print, and we did know about.
At the top.
You know,
We know
everybody they want to be worshipped like their God.
You know, for you people that claim, this Bible, here we go. You ready? It says in the Bible, you'll find it if you want to look for it, that you're not even taller than the smallest mountain. Okay? The smallest mountain, you're not taller than that. Nobody on the face of this earth is. It's only one man that can elevate above the size of any mountain.
That's it.
And that's Master Farad Muhammad, to be praised forever. It's taught by the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad. So with that being said, all this pompousness, all these people running around talking about the billionaires, so on and so forth. If that money's in the bank, you're not a billionaire. If that money's in your house like you Scrooge McDuck, then you're really a billionaire. But as long as it's in their bank, they own it. You know what the FDIC really does? Well, it's a federal department that plays in the stock market with your money.
Oh, wow. So that's how people go broke.
So every time you put your money in the bank, let's say you get $1 million, put $1 million in the bank, right? And then the stock market crash.
Oh, wow.
The bank account is funded by the stock market. That's how they was able to open the bank. If you notice, they always got some on their website to say something about the S&P, Goldman Sachs, so on and so forth. FDIC certified, insured, blah, 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 for them, not for you. So again, you have $60 million. I don't care if you're an athlete, rapper, actor, musician, whatever you is. How did you go broke? Mike Tyson, let's listen to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, he might be vicious in the ring, but he actually a really cool dude. You know what I'm saying? And he'll tell you square off how fast he got broke because he owned nothing. Mm-hmm. Every car he had, he paid for it, but if he totaled it, he didn't have no insurance. So he would just throw it in the trash and go buy another one. So let's say he go buy a $400,000 Bentley, crash it. He go buy another one the next day. That's how you go broke. And he said he had a vicious cocaine habit. But I'm just telling you what the man said.
Yeah.
If he going down the line on people, or even these people going to jail now.
Yeah.
You done found out once R. Kelly, well, I don't call him that. Once you find out Robert went to jail, because we know him. Once we found out he went to jail, all assets are gone, and he didn't own nothing for them to take.
Yeah, all his money was gone.
He had nothing. All the houses, he owned nothing. What's the purpose? Stunt, look good? Yeah, I'm doing it. You know how many people I know that's on videos, on TV, broke is a joke. Contracts, you have to read them. Don't sign it if you don't know how to read. Long story short. And then we're going to flip on over to the other mitigating circumstances that leads up to this stupidity when it comes to negotiations, because you'll get up early to make it to somebody else's job. But when it's time to do your own job for you, stagnate, slow. How many black businesses don't be open every day?
No,
don't open on time.
A whole bunch.
Want to argue and fight with you in the store because they think you lying about something you're trying to return, blah, 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 blah. Business and personal is two different things. That's why we don't succeed. And I can't remember the old girl name, that little singing, bro. I told me she was hiring a personal servant. What was that?
Oh, Glorilla.
Gorilla. Okay.
Well, how do you say it?
Whatever. Gorilla.
But y'all know we talking
about. You can
about
put an L in there all you want. The word still say gorilla. All right.
$500 a week.
$550 a week, to be exact. And basically, she said all they have to do is whatever the F I tell them.
Slave master.
Why would you only pay them $550? You can pay more than $550.
I mean, what we said, and everybody was looking at it like, well, y'all just looking at the money. I ain't to look at the opportunity. You might, get put on. We like, she didn't even guarantee you that. She might not even be thinking about doing it. Not saying she won't, but we highly
What if
doubt.
she can't put nobody on? Let's go down the list again. How many black people put other black people on that were not related to?
0. Or if they did, they eventually dropped them or shelved them. And we can go down the list with that too.
So with that being said, this all stems from lack of love of self. You don't love yourself, there's no way possible you can love anybody else. Yes, we're talking to you. If you're out of shape, overweight, look old, beat up, wrong diet, a drug abuser, alcoholic, cokehead, pothead, main veiner, whatever you want to do, how long you going to do it?
As long as they can.
With no production. But you'll get up and go to 9 to 5 and get them everything you got. You give them 40 hours a week. Let's say you get paid every 2 weeks. You give them 80 hours a week. It's only 24 hours in one day. So if we're correct, let's do it like this. So you give them 40 times. What would that be? Let's say 7 days.
Right.
Times 14. You give them 560 hours, right? Clear that. Let's go 24 hours times 14.
336. That's you on somebody else's job, helping them do whatever it is that they're doing. That's why we always hated working for somebody else, because
you're giving them more time than you giving your own life.
Right. Your own business, your own
family, right. Your own kids, your own everything. You're giving them way more than you're giving your own self. How are you ever going to win?
In their world, you're not. That's what a lot of people we know, whether it's business or personal, you're not. You're not going to win in their world. You can drop dead. They're going to replace you.
Boys, so many people waiting in line to take your spot. It's unreal.
You ain't even got to drop dead for that. They're trying to do it while you're still working, plotting, scheming.
And since you don't got no love for yourself, you ain't gonna read too many books. You're gonna pay somebody every week to lie to you. You're gonna listen to everybody else's opinion that don't know nothing from nothing. You're just gonna give them credit that they know something and they don't have no proof of nothing they're talking about. No. Or the famous slogan we've never understood and always hated. They said. They who?
Hey, pastor, minister. You don't want to say all that. Them.
Well, soothsayers, fork tonguers, and how should we say it? Imps. They really have no place in our community. They helped us since we've been here. And we're just gonna go on one more thing so everybody can get their little shorts in a bunch. Martin Luther King didn't help us. All right? No. He messed us up bad. We never need no integration. We need separation. This is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach. We need to separate from everybody, huddle up on our own, and on our own. So let's say you had a proposition like this. Everybody across the globe, overseas and in all 50 states, don't go to work the whole week. Their economy will drop, smash, crash. Then people going to say, well, how are we going to pay our bills? How are we going to do this? How are we going to eat? Well, we had our own stuff. You wouldn't have to worry about none of that.
But we run to them, rely on them, depend on them, huh?
But everything.
Instead of using your own mind.
And Black people, y'all know it's starting to churn inside your body. You tired of going to this job. You sick of dealing with this. You sick of dealing with that. But you can't get in the bathtub and get out talking about you reborn. Right? It don't work like that. You was born in a sack of water. You came out of water. You know, because you had an umbilical cord. and you was in a whole sack of water. So why would you have to get in the bathtub? That's what we call it. They don't matter if it's a pool, lake, whatever. Why would you have to get in some more water and then get out talking about you brand new, but you got the same name? You still stay in the same place, you still got the same clothes, still talk the same, still dress the same, still act the same. Where's the newness at? And you still got the same name. Again, where's the newness? Newness comes from a 360-degree transformation that only Honorable Elijah Muhammad can bring. You can't nobody else bring it to you. That's why y'all can't do it. You got 52 other religions out here, and they all garbage. It's only one true religion, that's Islam. You go down your Bible, it even tells you in there. Everybody said they're picking up where Abraham left off, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What did Abraham build?
Oh, my dance.
Because I know they don't know.
Yeah, we're about to answer. We ain't gonna say nothing.
Where did he build? And it ain't in Africa. It's in Mecca. It's called Mecca and Medina, where we originally come from. How many of y'all know the square mileage of this Africa you claim? Because it's really called Asia Minor. But y'all don't even know the square mileage of it. How you going to claim a place you don't even know how big it is?
You got to read to know that.
You understand? So,
fine.
So if you want to comprehend and do better, you're going to need some truth. As you can see, all of the people they want you to be like, they killed. They got street signs to honor them, murals, schools, textbooks, so on and so forth, to so-called honor them, so you'll be like them and get dead just like them. Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so if Abraham built Mecca, right? Mecca. In Saudi Arabia, in Mecca, not Africa, Mecca. And then Jesus said, I'm picking up where Abraham left off. Huh? So if Abraham built Mecca, who goes to Mecca? Muslims, right? Mm-hmm. So that means Abraham was teaching Islam. So if Jesus is picking up after Abraham, then he's teaching Islam. Go to John 8, read the whole chapter. When they was trying to talk about his wife and calling her a harlot and a whore, he said, let him that's without sin cast the first stone, right? Then they went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and they was talking about, we Abraham's seed. Jesus told him, you was Abraham's seed, you love me. He said, you want to kill me because you don't understand nothing I'm saying to you. You are your father, the devil, a murderer and a liar who bold not in the truth, because there's no truth in him. When he speak of a lie, he speak of his own. Then a little bit later down, a couple more verses, they start throwing rocks and stones at him. And it said Jesus ran for cover into the temple. What else did they call a temple besides a mosque? And if he's picking up where Abraham left off, Abraham was teaching Islam, then that means he was teaching Islam. So I don't know how you people confuse this when it's right there in your face.
They're not reading it.
I know they're being what you call
misled,
tailored. It's like a blueprint. So when that dragon was whipping his tail, which he's doing now, and taking 1/3 of the righteous with him, which is all black people is righteous. We're the only ones that's the righteous ones on this planet.
The original.
We're not knocking the original. We're not the Asiatic black. We're not knocking the Orthodox. None of them. Oh, but they didn't stop the slave trade. Wasn't no slave trade going on when Abraham was here. Wasn't no slave trade going on when Jesus was here.
Nope.
So nobody can die for you and then you still sin, because death is the penalty for sin. So what? And if y'all do think Esau, which is his real name, if y'all did think he was some type of a guy, which he told you a million times he wasn't.
Never said it.
Why don't you research and find out what he was really teaching? And that he had an older brother and an older sister. Yeah. And there's people out in their 60s, 70s, and 80s argue you down. but won't make it to 100. Musa lived 500 some years. Noah lived 300 some years. Abraham lived 500, 600, 700 some years. Methuselah lived 900 some years. King Nebuchadnezzar lived 900 and some years. Belshazzar lived 900 and some years. Well, how come they could do that then? But everybody here died under 100.
We'll let y'all answer that.
Real talk.
We already know the answer.
Real talk.
Because we in love with this, what we call fantasy, this fake world, this fake illusion. We want to like get dead. We don't want to read. We don't want to do the research. None of that. It's crazy. And we're going to say this real fast. We're going to speak first. And, babe, you already know. It's just like we say on our premiere. Our husband don't watch our podcast and our growth. And we don't know if you ever asked us this, but one of the main reasons, straight up, is because we didn't want to die. We thought we had it figured out. You saw us. We was in Atlanta.
And let me tell you, it's not a pretty process.
But it's worth it though. Look,
it's worth the fight.
It's worth
but it's not a pretty process. It's not. You're not going to enjoy it. It's not one of those.
Well, we did though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but some of the things.
Because some people gonna want. Why I gotta stop? Why I can't wear? Why? Well, most sisters, because you got to relieve them of the weave.
Oh, now that they ain't take us long.
But I'm just saying, when you get that truth, it should be instantaneous.
Instant.
You dig what I'm saying? Because you walking around with another person's dead hair on your head, literally.
Well, and as soon as he told us that, you gotta take that wig off. Yeah.
And why black people always want to put on a blonde wig? Black as the ace of spade. You got on the blonde hair because you're trying to look like the slave master. They're trying to look like you, and you trying to look like them. Real talk.
Backwards.
Real talk. Why black men and women can't stick together? Real talk. Y'all trying to be some other than yourself. Men is getting hair glued on their face, weave on their face, weave on their head to make it look like they got braids, waves, whatever.
Dreads.
Penile implants, breast implants, staples in their stomach, muscle enhancement shots.
We just saw some chick on TikTok with the little fake booty. She was pulling the little jeans up. We like, really? Yeah. So ain't nobody real life.
Don't get me started on the sisters. Lips, breasts, tightening of your vaginal area, tightening.
And
how do you do that?
They got to breathe.
How do you do that? How do you tighten up? If you done knock the side and the bottom of it, how you tighten that back up?
What's the rejuvenation?
They got cats that's getting pump motors installed in their testicles.
Yeah, for the men.
With a push button to air up your a good diet and the truth kill all that. And if you ain't happy how Allah made you, created you, you shouldn't be here probably anyway. Yeah, we said it. Real talk.
You get
straight up
surgery, fake nails, weave, whatever, makeup, and we wore all of it. So we ain't trying to judge nobody.
One more thing.
All of it.
Oh, we used to be an idiot too. One more thing though. If you don't love you and the way you look, how do you expect somebody else to like you? Because when you take all that stuff off, your guy be like, oh
damn, I didn't know that.
Now imagine your guy come in, peel his beard off, and take his hair off, and he bald head.
You're gonna be ready to bounce.
And he pop his eyes out.
You're gonna be ready to bounce.
Real talk.
Man.
You're gonna be ready to take flight.
You're gonna be ready to bounce real fast. I didn't know this what you really look like. Dead fake, straight up. That's why you got to show the truth, show who you really are. If they don't want to be with you, that's on them. Bounce. And everybody. We ain't finna get into it. No, scratch that. We finna get into it. We're going to speak for the ladies. Look, It's fake hair, fake weed. Like we said, we ain't judging nobody. We used to wear it ourselves. We still got the pictures of how stupid we was. We look back now because we get the little reminder. Like we thought we was cute, half naked. Like we know we was trying to, build our portfolio, but had we had the truth, we never would have done none of that. Straight up. And we still could have done it, but in what's what we're looking for? Righteous kind of way, but that would be the word. And we still could have done. We waiting to do modeling and stuff now, but now we know how to do it in a better way. We got our own little camera. We're gonna do it ourselves. Another thing our people don't want to do. We're gonna do our own photography. We're gonna do our own production, music, movies.
We are doing it already.
Yeah, videos. Y'all see our flyers? All that's done. We do that ourselves. We ain't got to pay nobody no more. Well, we got to pay a little monthly, subscription thing, but we ain't got to
That's about
spend.
to change.
We ain't got to spend no $50, $60 for somebody to do one flyer. We can pay that same amount and do whatever we want to do.
Pay that same amount to yourself.
Pretty much.
You dig? Now I know we jumping around over here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we just trying to get you to understand we well covered in a lot of areas. A lot of areas because we was an idiot. I used to be in the military. Understand? 3 tours. First Gulf War. I was a SEAL Team 5. I'm gonna just put it to you like that. 3rd degree black belt. I don't even want to say this, but this is what we did. Our body count is 500. Nickname was Superman. All right. So far as being a thug, gangster, whatever you want to call these little weak dudes with the drawers hanging out with purses on their shoulders, with them little pea shooters, with these extended clips, and they kill everybody besides the person they're trying to shoot because they're not soldiers. The military will eat these boys like melted butter, toast. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing y'all ain't hipped on. The police, 95% of them is ex-military.
Yeah.
When you go to the military, what do you think they teach you in the military? How to be nice.
How to kill.
They turn you into an instant killer. You see any color, you just go dark, red, bam, snap. You don't care who you're doing it to. You're going to salute that old beat up, degenerate flag that ain't got nothing to do with us. What they call it? Oh, glory. What the mother say? You should call it oh, hell.
Yeah.
Because every star on there got beat up and conquered. They didn't go over there and shake their hand and make a deal with them. They whooped on them to oblivion and then took over. Supposedly they have the strongest military. I doubt it because China's a G. Russia's a G.
Yeah,
Japan's a G. Okinawa's got some G's. Because, we've been over there. You know what I'm saying? They arsenal, the Saudi Arabian royal family. Whoo! If they get unleashed, and they are, there's going to be a bad scene. Man, let's get on this catch you got in this new Caesar you got. Because that's all it is. Presidents, they're a new Caesar. Do your timeline research. Right?
And they're a puppet.
Puppet ain't the word.
But they foot up, you know what?
But they rival in wanting to make war with people. And you Bible thumpers, what your Bible say about people that like to make war? It's in Revelations. What man's hands have wrought shall be used against him. And those that they made war with, war will be made with them.
It sounds like what goes around comes around us.
Yeah. Just like Nineveh, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Babylon. What does it say in your book about all these places? What happened to these people?
Incinerate?
And what was they doing? What happened to them? Same-sex marriages, which is approved again. It's so much abomination of homosexuality running around. It is completely unreal. Because if you're born as a certain man or woman, you're not authorized to change it. You're born as who you are. And then you go hiding, your wig, eyelash, Botox shots, nails, earrings all the way down here to your elbows, booty draws, lift up bras, stack boots, high 5, 6, 7 inch heels, killing your back, killing your back. And then you got on a damn toothpick for a dress. And no wonder why you can't get no respect. Everybody just want to hit something and get on about their day.
Take off. Yep.
And you wonder why. You walk around outside with no drawers on, no bra on, no nothing.
All that. And we know this as well, but that's born a man or you born a woman and you want to switch over to the other side. That's another way of telling a lie. I don't like the way you created me. I don't like the way I was born. It's like, and we don't, and maybe you can help us understand this, but we don't. I feel like I'm a woman. I feel like I'm a man. You were born a man. You were born a woman. How you gonna feel like the opposite? Is that some kind of not having love for yourself, or you confused, or what?
I'm gonna say it again because I have to text this.
No, we're saying, say, we're female.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like I'm a man. I feel like I'm a man on the inside. Or if it's a man. Well, I feel like I'm a woman. I feel like I'm more feminine on the inside.
Same thing happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. The scriptures just read just like that. It says, I have made no mistakes when I bestowed my favors upon you. I created you as I wanted you.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Like you want to do a sex change, you basically telling a lie. I don't like.
Well, you dead as soon as you do it.
Oh,
penalty's death. Straight up. No pun intended. Or you get another virus or ailment that's going to ensure you're dead anyway, like HIV, AIDS, herpes, woo up the bam. I can't think of all of the garbage. STDs, syphilis, gonorrhea, clap, all that stuff could kill you. Because half the people don't go to get no checkups anyway, and you live foul. You know what polytheism is? Father, Son, and Mary, because that's who the Holy Ghost is supposed to be. Esau's mama. All right? The Father is Allah. The Son is that red ball of fire that's right up there in the sky that burns every day, because that's the only one up there. The only begotten one. And it ain't no such thing as no Holy Spirit. What's their name? Besides Mary, we already know who's named it. Where did they come from? When was they born? You claim you know when Jesus was born. Y'all don't even know when he was born. Because Nimrod was born on December the 25th. Genesis, 2nd chapter. The 2nd chapter.
First book of the Bible.
First book of the Bible. Nimrod, born December the 25th. His mama went out to the woods, chopped down a tree, put it in the living room, decked it with gold and silver, and put presents on it and said, from this day forth, December the 25th will be the celebration of the birth of Nimrod. Look it up. Thanksgiving. Where was you at? Let's go back. 1700s. All right. First batch of slaves came up here in 1555. Let's talk about Honorable Elijah Muhammad on the ship called the Jesus. Right? When they came up in the 1700s and found the Indians over here, listen to the word, found the Indians already here. You didn't discover nothing. You discovered some people and then you whacked them. Killed all the men, raped all the women, made babies and stuff, and made them cook you dinner while we was on the bows of the ship getting beat and eating slop and scraps. And they said, this is what you should call Thanksgiving. Now, as a kid, understandably, as a kid, you didn't have a choice.
Nope.
We didn't have a choice.
Nope.
I went to every Baptist, whatever, house of death. And we'll tell you why we call it the house of death in a minute. Every Baptist, whatever, evangelistic, whatever. Our peoples made sure that's where we went. So on and so forth, right? Because you were a kid. You can't think for yourself. You can't cook for yourself and all that. You can't wash your clothes, none of that, until they train you. Then after they train you, and you so-called an adult now, why do you still do everything you used to do as a kid and you're an adult now? You got the choice to choose. You don't gotta follow the pattern no more. Why you still following the same pattern? It ain't helped you from day one.
Nope.
And y'all can lie all y'all want. Look at all them overweight, over medicated, heavily makeup up, weaved up, everything skin tight. The whole first 2 rows ain't nothing but concubines or fags. And none of these people that y'all talk about are written in the Bible. Nowhere. They surely ain't in the Holy Quran.
Nope.
It's only 12 prophets they got sent to us. All their names are there. So if whoever you worshiping and whatever and praising and whatever, if they're not in that nucleus of them 12, you got the wrong one. Oh yeah, we can hear you. Elijah, yeah, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we can hear you. Malachi 4:5. Behold, I will send you Elijah before the great and coming day of the Lord. Great and dreadful day, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I send you Elijah before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. So Elijah's going to come. Already been here. Then after that comes the judgment. Then if you got an older Bible, it tells you right there, end of the prophets. Mm-hmm. Well, make me get up and go get mine so I can show you. Let's make it up and go get it just to show you. But that's the end of the prophet. So Elijah is the last one. It would have to be another 100 years since he's been picked up for us to get another one. And there's nothing else to prophesy, nothing else to tell, because he didn't prophesy nothing. He brought us a last message, a warning of what not to do to stay alive and what to do if you want to get dead. Long story short.
Pretty much.
Right? So if from Noah to Elijah is the last, then that means no preacher, period, is authorized. We're a minister under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We don't have to go to nobody's school to get no certificate to teach.
In their world.
And we can go teach anywhere we want to. They're not going to say nothing. Because they know we're telling the truth. You know, so.
And we've seen videos, just in case, well, he ain't no minister. No, we've seen behold.
Go on my Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
Allah makes all things new. It's right there.
Yep. And we're going to give y'all all that at the end of this show. But we've seen videos, so we know for a fact. And we're not permitted to lie anyway. But we know that for a fact. So, and then you said something about the house of death. They only tell you certain things, certain scriptures.
We didn't go into why it's called the house of death. But go ahead. I'll come after you.
Yeah. They only tell you certain what's program you, because we can't even say teach because they're not authorized. Program you to only read certain scriptures in your Bible. But if you really want to get the truth, you're gonna need that and the Holy Quran.
And a message to the black man.
And of course, Message to the Black Man. We're gonna get that book too.
And the reason why we call it the house of death is because it's a dead man hanging on the wall on a piece of wood.
That little symbol?
High on the wall. On your neck. On a staff. Just walking around showing you death. Death. And then all they talk about is you gonna die. You gotta die. You gonna die. You got to die. Everybody gotta die. Die. And then you're gonna wake up. Quick question. Who, since you've been alive, I'm talking about no other made up stuff. Since you've been alive, how many people you've seen in your family that died and came back? Because
well, wait.
If that was the truth, then it'd still be happening. Things don't change. The time just changes. Rules and regulations and laws, like the 10 Commandments, they never change.
Oh, boy.
They don't change.
And we need to do a show about that, too.
It says man should not lay with man, woman should not lay with woman, man should not lay with animal, woman should not lay with animal, man should not lay with dog or cat, woman should not lay with dog or cat. What do you see?
Everybody doing exactly what they're not supposed to be doing. They're probably going to get mad at us. But it's enough. You're not supposed to be laying. You're not supposed to lay with nobody else's husband.
No.
Nobody else's wife. Not even look at him. Like, yeah, I'm gonna try to holler at her. I'm gonna try to holler at him. I'm gonna break that up. Another reason why people can't stick together. And somebody off limits, leave them alone. Have some respect, ladies. We can't speak for the men. We done been around plenty of them, but we can only speak for the women. Ladies, have some respect. You see a married man, we know this from experience. You don't want that penalty. You don't. You don't. Well, it's 4 billion, 400 million people on this planet.
Black.
Go find somebody else.
Black.
That's black.
It's only 400 million white people.
Okay.
In North America, 17 million, with the 2 million Indians making it 19 million all over the planet. There are 4 billion, 400 million. And the total square mileage of this earth that we rule and control is 196,940,000 square miles. Land is 57,255,000 square miles. Water is 139,685,000 square miles. You don't got this math, you don't got the truth. And
I'm teaching none of that.
we don't even charge people to teach them.
Not supposed to.
Yes, if you want to donate or take care or help, that's different.
Yeah.
That's you agreeing to help on your own. We're not going to ever be in your face like, oh, I need a tithe. Oh, you told me something good. I'm going to tithe you.
No.
Told you something good that ain't going to change nothing in your life. And you're going to go pay for it.
And then another issue we done talked about is while you're pastor, minister, whatever, you giving him all that money, why he living better than you? Why he got a better car than you? A better house than you? Matter of fact, for those that see this, you don't believe what we're saying, follow your pastor, minister home. Follow him home one day.
Preacher,
whatever.
Because they none of them administering nothing.
Yeah, well, we can't. You want to call them that, but that's what they go to.
They'd rather be called preacher or reverend or doctor. Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Look how many names that is. Reverend
Go to their
Jesse
house.
Jackson. Oh yeah, we said it. Y'all don't even know the history about none of these people.
The real history. His story.
At the library where he buries the lie. And, you know, that's why we have Muhammad's University. Okay, so you can learn the truth of you, where you really come from, and what you're really here for. And what your job is to help Allah out so we can get this thing over with and get back to all black.
If y'all don't believe what we're saying, follow them home. Go to their house. Bet money.
You ain't going to like it.
You're going to be pissed
off. You don't like it. You're going to want to get jiggy with it, and they're probably going to get you knocked. Because they can't afford you running around shooting your mouth off. But the problem is, most of these people know this already.
Oh, yeah.
Look at credit flows $1. Credit flows $1. All right, that's what his name means. And all these cats was ex-pimps, just so you know. Credit, TD, Brazier, Winston, Meeks.
Osteen?
Yeah, devil anyway. I don't know why nobody listening to him, period. But these guys huddled up. I was there. All right? I was huddled up with them. We was all at Brazier's House of Death over there on 63rd. Right off of Lake Park, right over there by High Park Academy. Right? We ended up having a meeting. Now, we wasn't told what the meeting was for because we were just going with some other brothers we thought were Muslim. Right? So we get over there, and they talking about mixing Islam with Christianity to pimp our women. And building apartments and houses along where the House of Death is, so we can put them in there and charge people to go in and be with them. Well, we snapped. We snapped out hard. Like, what? Ain't nobody finna pimp our women. What did you talk about? All right, let me see y'all. When anybody activate this plan, I'm gonna shut you down. They asked for me to be removed from the building. And the slogan was, "Oh, he really believes." Well, what is the purpose of having a religion if you don't believe it? And you're not willing to die for it or stand up for it? You can't stand up for it if you don't know nothing about it. But if you got the truth, you can stand up for it. Antichrist is not a religion. It's a two-part word, Christianity. Together is Christianity. It means antichrist. They just switched the words around. So that means you're going against the God when you call yourself a Christian. We used to call ourselves that garbage.
Did too.
And we never believed it because it was force-fed to us. It wasn't something we willfully did on our own. Islam, under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we willfully learned on our own and accepted our own and reclaimed our own. Changed our name. Now we're actually a new person. We have a new name. We look different. Body's different because we used to be fat as that thing. You understand? At 5'7", 225 pounds, I couldn't even scratch my back. My waist was a 48. And I had all kind of ailments. All kind of that. High blood pressure, cholesterol, eating bottom feeders and scavengers and swine and
I'd say that.
And all that garbage that kills you from the inside out, long story short. Now, here goes something most black people don't know. You're supposed to have 3 bowel movements a day. How many doing that? No? Okay. Let's see. You're only supposed to eat 1 to 2 meals per day. Unless you're a child growing, then you can eat 2 to 3 meals a day. Mm-hmm. If you're a certain height, your body, you're supposed to be a certain weight. And for you Bible thumpers, let's go again. It says the pathway to hell is going to be filled with people singing and dancing and partying. But the pathway to righteousness is going to be like getting a camel through the eye of a needle. Those are parables, of course. But why is everybody partying, having fun, and being gay and all sorts of stuff right now? And swingers and brothel houses and all kind of stuff. Murder rate. Anybody name me any other race that run around killing each other all day and take pride in it?
Yeah, man, we whacked him.
I got that dude. I got her.
Well, we jumped him. It was 15-on-1. You better have.
She gonna tell me that ain't my son.
I'm gonna go get her. What was that dude you said on Facebook?
He did it on live.
Yeah, did it on the live.
Yeah, he was like, I'm tired of not being able to see my kids. Mm-hmm. My ex-girlfriend and my baby mama then got together on me and weaseled me out to where I can't see my kids no more. But he said, I'm gonna put a stop to that today. Because he said, I already killed my girlfriend. I'm waiting on my baby mama to show up. As soon as she get here, I'm going to do her and then I'm going to do myself. And then one of his friends clicked in like, what is you talking about, man? He was like, you know what I've been going through. You know what I've been going through.
That ain't the answer.
But it's over with it after the day. And then you could see his baby mama was looking at the screen door like, huh? He was like, all right, got to go. Walked in the crib. 5 minutes later, caption, all 3 of them were dead. Now the kids ain't got nobody.
Look, y'all, we already know because we dealing with exes on stuff that we got kids with. That ain't the answer. That's not the answer. We know how they can piss you off intentionally on purpose. Use your kids as a weapon, and we call that child abuse. Whenever you're using the kid,
child support is abuse.
Not allowing them to talk to them when they want to. All that.
Oh, you can't see him if you don't give me no money.
Child abuse. What? And we get it. It's frustrating as a thing, but it ain't even worth it because you say we was to go do that. We whack them, we get locked up. Then who our baby gonna have?
State or your fake family,
and they're gonna treat them like straight garbage because that's how they treated us. So we just saying, like we said, what goes around always comes around. Let them keep doing what they're doing and thinking they winning and laughing and ha, you gonna get what's coming to you, or I already know what's coming to me. So straight up.
all we really trying to do, y'all, is get y'all to understand Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings ain't going nowhere. I don't care who tried to snuff it out. His son, brothers, his nephews, nieces, and grandsons and grandchildren. Nobody's gonna snuff him out. You can wear kufi with the crown he had on. You can wear one similar with a bib on it and talk all that jibber jabber you want. You're never gonna remove what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches and stands for. It's not going nowhere.
You can argue it down.
Because
we ain't gonna argue.
As long as we're alive,
it
ain't going nowhere. It ain't nothing you're gonna do to stop us. We already gave you our body count. You don't want to be 501. Straight up.
Oh, we already ready.
We're peaceful now, so we only in defense. But best believe them skills ain't went nowhere. Nowhere. So we don't advise anybody to want to, become aggressive, especially against Muslims. We don't have fear.
No.
We're not afraid of nothing and nobody. We don't care if you got a badge on your shirt. My wife just seen we just got pulled over. Did you see any fear in us?
Nope.
And were we talking like we felt like talking?
Pretty much.
We wasn't using the baby talk like everybody else used.
Pretty much. You ain't get aggressive because that's what a lot of people do too, and they wind up getting dead. But yeah, it wasn't no fear. It wasn't nothing. We just stood there. We didn't say nothing. It wasn't. We didn't feel like it was our place, but we had a couple choice words, but we already knew how that could have went down. That could have went down so many different ways.
Yeah, we still would have wound up coming home.
Well, yeah, we saw it, and you can't. It's like we talk to people now. You're not going to talk to us any kind of way and treat us like we some kind of insubordinate because you don't like. Well, we don't care. You can hate us all you want. We don't care.
And look at it like this. For all you people talking about how we advanced, right?
We evolved.
Back on the slave farm, right? You had the house nigga, field nigga, and the spy, and the concubines, right? What's changed?
No, really, it's just
It's just on a bigger plantation.
Yep.
We gave you the square footage already. Square mileage already, 196,940,000 square miles. It's just a big old plantation, and they still chase you down with horses, because what does the car run with? Horsepower. They beat you with the billy sticks, tase you or shoot you. Put the shackles on your feet, put the shackles on your hands, put the shackles around your neck. Nothing's changed.
They just done found a slicker way, or they think.
That's because y'all don't know.
Right.
You understand? It's still areas that's ruled only by the clan that black people can't even go to.
And that's where we were.
But
we got pulled over.
But y'all want to make babies with them and be cool and hang out and.
Oh no, it was a long time ago.
So
when
people killed all your bloodline, that's cool with you?
Nah.
They used to eat you, son. Yeah, you know the term barbecue? Don't have me get up and get it. The stoplight, barbecue, the stoplight, stop sign, mannequins, the first watch bands, the first wigs, all came off your body.
Shoes too.
Shoes, everything. Mm-hmm. They used to beat you to death, rape you, cut out your intestines, and then cook you and eat you.
And
they still do.
And correct us if we get this wrong, but it was without sanctuary.
Yeah, right? Without sanctuary.
The book, we couldn't even get through that book. We saw so many pictures. Our people, ancestors being barbecued, and a bunch of devils just standing around, taking pictures.
$100 nigga license, $5. They still got them. Nothing's changed.
You standing out there butt naked, ladies, your breast, everything out. They ready to buy you.
What was that last year? That 97-year-old woman was hung in Mississippi?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Y'all said slavery's over?
Nah. Ain't gone
and didn't nobody do nothing about that 97-year-old woman getting hung?
Same thing.
Nobody do nothing, just like in the past. Nobody did nothing. Now, you had some brothers that stood up and got dead, but they took a lot of them with them before they got dead. We took over a lot of boats when they was bringing us over here, too. But we don't make guns. Only Christians make guns. Oh, you know that, huh?
That's a big misconception. People think we're Muslims. We don't
make guns.
We don't care.
Black people, black people make guns, period. Only Christians
Straight
make
up.
guns.
Straight up.
Now, if you got the faith and you believe in your God, what you need a gun for? Because that's a handheld God.
Fear.
It can kill life. It can damage your body. So on and so forth. This is judge, jury, executioner in your hand.
Fear.
Of course. Lack of knowledge. Lack of love for self. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Why black men and women can't stick together. Everybody's fake. Everybody's sizing each other up.
Competing.
And the men, y'all talk about our sisters so bad. It's unreal. Unreal. Y'all give them no validation for being a woman, a black woman, a queen, anything. Y'all don't give them nothing. Y'all call them queen and then call them a B or H right behind it. Yeah, I just call you see that broad over. Ooh, I'm about to do this and do that, and ooh, yeah. Then I'm gonna pass off to you,
Pass out. What was groceries?
just like on the slave farm. What did the slave masters used to do with us? Pass us around.
Still ain't changed.
Ain't nothing changed. Y'all just in a newer era, but way dumber. At least, but even in the movie Roots, now we know a lot of people's memory is done, but even in the movie Roots, James Amos was playing Kunta Kinte, but they made him change his name to Toby, right? When after they cut his foot off because he kept trying to escape. Why was he trying to escape so much if they were so cool? Well, how did Harriet Tubman get known for helping people escape if they were so cool? Okay, so even on that movie, he walking, he hears some drum. Stopped and looked. Wait a minute. He walked over to the brother. He said, "Assalamu alaikum." The brother on the drum stopped playing the drum and said, "Well, alaikum salam, my brother. I ain't heard that greeting in ages. How do you still remember?" He said, "Because it's in the heart. I remember my native drums." This Alex Haley's Roots, right? Now let me go to spoiler for you. Alex Haley sat down with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, learned the truth, didn't convert, learned the truth, and then made a movie out of it.
Just to make one.
Correct.
Get that quick.
Martin Luther King.
Oh boy.
Same. Used to sit down with the messenger and have dinner. Didn't want to listen? Government took care of him. Malcolm X that everybody don't know nothing about. Well, Malcolm Little. When you get out of prison, how do you get out of prison? If you ain't got no bail, no bond, and you got life, how do you get out? Yeah, you make a deal, right? And that deal, because the messenger told us before he even showed up, it's going to be a guy that's going to come. His name's going to be Malcolm. I'm going to try to teach him and save his life. But if he don't listen, they're going to kill him. So everybody try to welcome him, and make him feel at home so I can work on him. Boom. This was the instructions. So he shows up, tries to do everything negative he can, and then we find out he's AC Doocy. Both ways. Don't believe me, it's the devil that he was dealing with that wrote a tell-all book on how long they was in a relationship. All right? So we found that out. You can't be on the roster. No homosexuality is allowed in Islam. All right? So that's why we kicked him out the mosque. Then next thing you know, you see him with a gun in his hand. Talking about by any means necessary. What by any means necessary? We don't bomb people's houses and harass people. We kick you to the curb and forget you exist. That's how we roll. You can't get a new future looking in the rearview mirror. You got to take the rearview mirror off and throw it in the back seat and look out the windshield. So, make a long story short, he couldn't bring the messenger down, couldn't stop him. Nobody can. Couldn't stop him. A lot of people tried. Nobody can. And he tried to start his own faction. Now, if all you people seen the movie Belly, which we know you did, DMX's character was supposed to be Malcolm X. Nas was supposed to be Red Fox because Red Fox was his best friend. And then remember in the movie when he gave Nas the car, man, you can keep that car. I won't be needing stuff where I'm going. He knew he was about to get that. Then he went to go try to kill Herbert Muhammad, which is the messenger's son, playing the messenger. And he talked him down, took the gun from him. And then what happened next? They caught him and lit him up. The slogan was, "Get your hand out of my pocket." So that was the devil saying, you got your hand in my pocket, you made a deal with me, and you neglected your deal. So they popped him up. Honorable Elijah Muhammad told Martin Luther King, don't give that "I have a dream" speech because they're going to kill you right after it. He didn't listen. Got dead right after it.
A couple hours later.
Now, we say all this to say, the messenger instills love within you. So you know how to love yourself first. That way you can be capable of loving somebody else. It ain't all going to be peaches and cream and smooth sailing. You going to have your ups and downs. But somebody got to be the super strong one that keeps the platform running straight. And that's only going to come from a follower of Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You're not going to get it from nowhere else. Nobody flies straight. They got a motive. All right, you don't believe? Tell your pastor you need him to come by your house so you can have a conversation. Watch what happens. Either you're going to wind up paying him or you're going to pay him with something else. We wouldn't know nothing about that because we never been like that. I couldn't have been no kid talking about I got molested by nobody because that homeboy would have been dead as soon as he opened his mouth. Hey, get on your knees. We finna do a special. Say what now? Okay, hold on. Let me go in the kitchen right quick and get this steak knife. I'll be right back.
Huh? What?
So those that fell for that, you wanted to do it. Don't blame it on him. Don't blame it on her. You was the weak one.
We need to get out of that.
Everybody want to have an excuse. Well, I didn't know. Then none of us know. Don't your book tell you that? You should be a slave for a period of 400 years. You will be afflicted for a period of 400 years. Abraham, know that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land. Listen to the words. Abraham, know that thy seed will be a stranger in a land that's not theirs, and will be made to serve and be afflicted for a period of 400 years. Genesis 15:13, the first chapter. Abraham praying for you some help, us, because Abraham was half black and Palestinian. So was Jesus.
Yeah, so all them little pictures y'all see, made up.
So that's why y'all think somebody supposedly died for you. And then you start talking all this other jibber jabber, but every prophet has had more than one wife. That's because they're doing a job you can't do. So the God, Allah, make sure you got all the support you can get to do what he needs you to do. So you don't want for nothing. We're not saying something against no prophet. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon all of them, because they did a job none of us could do. That's why they got picked and you didn't. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's still some more special people here. There's 7 of them to be exact. You read it? It's in your Revelations. You read it all day. So, but them 7 are all black. So our people got to do some waking up if y'all want a better world and a better life without this devil involved and having to go with somebody else for everything to take care of you like you're 5 years old. Mm-hmm. When y'all gonna man and woman up? Real talk. Why black men and women can't stick together. Nobody's leading. Everybody play the role. Yeah, baby. This how they do it. Yeah, baby. They be like, yeah, girl. And then looking at another broad, winking their eye. Because they done distracted you.
Right.
Got you turning like, yo, what's up?
Now,
I done seen it a million times. I'm like, now what if she doing the same thing you doing? No, I'll kill her. No. Put your hands on her, I'll break both your arms. However, what's good for the goose is good for the next idiot.
Don't get mad. Let's say what goes around comes around.
No, okay, let's
it.
say you beat your wife up or your girlfriend up, right? And then let's just say she go take some self-defense classes and come back and kick your butt. What you gonna say? Oh, man, I'm gonna shoot her. You know, because you guys are feather made out here. Real talk. Y'all real soft. Real soft. Gun doesn't make you a man. Baby talk doesn't make you a man. Braids in your hair and all that hair on your face does not make you a man. Knowledge of the truth, love of self is what makes you a man. Anybody can pop a baby out. All you gotta do is have sex. You got sex for 2 minutes to make a baby. You can have sex for 30 seconds and make a baby. It's not a hard thing to do. That don't make you a man or a woman. Because you got a certain amount of money, don't make you a man or a woman. The love that you have for your people and the love that you have for yourself, and mainly majority of the love that you have for your God, is what's going to get you there. But if you ain't got a God, how you going to get there? Now, all you people talk about the resurrection. Is it mental or physical? Because we've never seen nobody physically get up after getting dead. If that's the case, there'd be a whole lot of people running around there looking for me. But we've never seen that. And you never will. And you're like, I was on the news, no TikTok. There are pills that you can take that'll slow your heart rate down and make it seem like you're dead. And then all of a sudden, you wake up 24 hours later with a normal pulse. How do we know this? Because in the military, they will give you something like this if you want to fake like you dead and escape getting killed. Okay? They'll bury you like you dead and you had to dig your way out.
Yep.
Real talk.
Yep.
Right? Now, back to us. All right. Again, no knowledge of self, no real God,
no love,
no messenger, no love for nobody else, wrong diet, and
emotional content,
and you dress wrong. Why would you want somebody to look at your drawers? You might as well go outside without your pants on. I've seen women in Walmart with a bra and panties on. And then looking crazy, like, what you looking at? Are you serious?
Yeah.
There's some sick people out here. Very sick. They'll drug you. You've seen it. There was that little 18-year-old, 19-year-old girl got drugged up and tried to run off and got in the freezer, and the freezer locked on her. Because it was cold. It was bringing her high down. But the freezer locked and froze her to death. Nobody even knew where she went. They did because it was on camera. They just didn't help her because she was black. And you're talking about Black Lives Matter.
Oh.
Do y'all even know who started Black Lives Matter? A white person. The Black Panthers. Tupac said he was going to restart the Black Panthers. Where he at? Bobby Seale's still alive. He ain't trying to do nothing. He a congressman.
Oh, good.
All right. Now we say all this to say, real talk, that all that stuff doesn't work for us. How many more years we got to go before you black people figure out don't none of that work for us? We got to take care of ourselves. We built this whole world for them to live good. And every name y'all got, Williams, Johnson, Bird, cat, dog, Smith, your John's son, Will's son, Smith's son, Bird's son, Cat's son, so on and so forth. Because all those names come from the slave farms. And they made insurance policies on all your forefathers and ancestors when they brought them over here. So now that you done carried that name all the way down to 2023, if you die today, their grandkids will get a check dated back all the way to when that policy started. That's how they're staying on top.
Yep.
And then you go to work for them. Here goes something else y'all never do the math, right? You go to job, get your check, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many deductions be on your check before you see your amount?
Mm-hmm.
You see net, you see gross, and then you see net, right? It's like they're taking a basketball shot, swish it and hit the net, and go down, not up. So your check goes down. So let's say you made $500, right? And you got FICO, they have DIC, they don't tell you what it is, 2 state taxes, but it's in there. Medicare, Social Security.
All that.
They get paid before you get paid in the government. Now, the government didn't get you this job, but they provided you the job. Just like on the slave farm, you was picking cotton.
Yep.
You got the crumbs. They took the most money because they went and sold the cotton. You picked it, though. They wouldn't have had nothing to sell if you didn't pick it. Right? So where we're going here is stop being a slave. Wake up. Change it up. How many of y'all can actually say you're really happy with your life and you're willing to die right now because you think you're going to wake up and get some wings and float off? You remember, you don't have the bones to produce wings in your body at all. That's parable. Right? So how many of y'all right now is willing to call it a day? Off with your own head. Because you know you're going to wake up somewhere else. What you waiting on? If we actually believe that if we died, we was going to wake up somewhere. Oh, matter of fact, we were pronounced dead 4 times. Just so you know. You don't see nothing. Whoever said they saw something lied through their mouth. We experienced it 4 times, our heart stopped. All right? 4. So it's not probable. Even mathematically and scientifically, it's not probable. Any theologian will tell you, oh, no, ain't no life after death. Ain't no such thing as no reincarnation. No. You got to have this same body. You ain't going to get a new one. How you going to get a new one? This is going to grow out of thin air? They going to take your brain out and slap it in the whole new shell? No, bro. No, sister. No. Cut the games out. You in there singing and crying. Oh, and Allah hates singing. Just so you know, we only got one song we sang that he actually likes. Okay? And we'll introduce people to that if they want to know the truth. Because ain't none of your business if you don't want to know the truth. Don't get dead. Real talk. Why black men and women just cannot stick together. No love and jealousy.
When you can get it yourself, you can do it yourself. Get off your behind. Stop being lazy. Worrying about what the next person doing. Jealousy. You worrying too much about what somebody else doing. Competition.
Jealousy.
I'm gonna be better than you. I'm gonna outdo you. Why? When everybody can come together and eat together. Nah, that's gonna take too much shine away from me. Do you hear how stupid that's on? We gonna try to get info. You gonna try to get info? Our people don't want to help out with nothing, but as soon as the devil walk up.
Now we said we was throwing a party. It's gonna have some strippers and the grill going.
They'll be there.
Oh, please, they'll be kicking the door in.
Nah, try to get people over. We're gonna teach about the messenger.
Well, remember, the path to death is filled with everybody having fun, partying, laughing, and giggling. The path to righteousness is like getting a camel through the eye of a needle.
Said that already.
Yeah, we just reiterating because you just hit it again. Because everybody want to dance and be the one and be on stage and nasty and filthy songs and show the filthiness of yourself.
That's when they really love you. And that's not who we are.
Because they're saying, look, I took one of your own. Look at him. Look what I got him doing. Look at him. I just give him a couple of $2. Oh, you money freaks. Is anybody allowed to print it on any type of money?
Nope.
I mean, anybody.
Nope.
All dead, right?
Yep.
Y'all ain't gonna like this one. All of them were fags. Oh, even the C-zone up, all fags. The presidents, majority of them, all of them.
Straight up.
It's about that way of life. Now, are we making any of this up? No. We can prove everything we say. Every word. Hit us up. Hit us up on our Facebook, Instagram, and then we'll talk a little bit on there, but we'll eventually go to a phone conversation. If you're in the same state, brothers, we'll meet up. Sisters, you call my wife. That is another misconception everybody gets on.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers teach the brothers. Sisters teach the sisters. It ain't vice versa. Yes, we can teach both because we're a minister. But that's not our position. We don't need to be teaching everybody. Other people need other jobs too. It's hard enough to teach a black man because they're so pompous and stupid. They're so wrapped in their evil that they don't want to come out of it. But ain't none of them happy. How you know they're not happy? They stay drunk every day, high every day, and they abuse their body every day. Whether they go to the gym and work out every day, they still go get drunk, still go get high, eat the wrong food, claim it, or eat 5, 6, 7 times a day. Remember, you're only supposed to eat twice a day. Get all big. I used to be all big, all muscled up, biceps all big, chest all big, neck all big, head all big. Couldn't scratch my back. If that's cool to you, do your thing. But I bet you ain't gonna get to no eye, no needle. So that's why we try to promote from inside out, not outside in. Yeah, you're gonna say we're outsider because we don't know you, but if you black, you my brother or sister, regardless what mother or father you come from. Long story short. Here go the problem. It's 4 billion, 400 million black people. You said this earlier. Only 144,000 gonna make it. So that means 4 billion some odd black people still gonna die because they choose to. Well, the messenger said we could change this number. So I doubt you get very many, but you can change. You can try to change it. We don't want to ever make a prophet or a God a liar. So we won't even take that challenge to try to change it. We just want to secure what we need to secure to get this over with. And yes, black people, if 144,000 of us came together under the message teachers right now, this world would be over with. You don't believe me? Let's do it. I put the challenge to all you. Let's do it.
We'll do it for the sisters.
Let's do it. So that would be, because, people like to act like you don't know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to do this, y'all. We're going to get ready to close out.
Two. So that means we get 72,000 people apiece. 72,000 women, 72,000 men. We challenge you. 72,000 black men. Stand up and reclaim your own.
72,000 sisters. Stand up and reclaim your own.
We got you. We'll teach you without wanting something from you. And let's get this understood too. Neither me nor my wife is afraid to teach male or female because we don't have that lower self anymore. Okay? But protocol is protocol. General orders is general orders. 10 Commandments is 10 Commandments for a reason. You have to follow the protocol. And what did Allah God tell you? Do not worship no gods or idols before me, for I am a jealous God. Wouldn't any prophet before him be worshiping him? Because we don't worship the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's our teacher. That's our leader, our God forever. Now that's our God. That's who we worship. The messenger told you a million times over, don't worship me, worship who I teach you of. Same thing Jesus said. Because everybody talking about Jesus is going to come back. He already did. That's Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Even in your Bible, it tells you. It's all. Jesus even said it. I can't bring you into all truth. But there will come one who will teach you all the knowledge. And his name will be Elias. Elias is short for Elijah. This came out of Jesus' mouth. You don't believe me? Don't get one of them new Bibles because it ain't going to be in there. You got to find the older Bible from like the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, 40s, 30s, 20s, wherever you can get it from.
If you don't know, we can help you find it.
And get one with the pictures too. Because there goes something else none of y'all know. It's going to shock your head. When you open that book and they show that man, that black man, stapled to that piece of wood, or white man, whichever one they decide to use in whichever book it is, whatever version it is. He's stapled to the wood. And that little name right up top, it says Judas. Judas. It don't say Jesus. It says Judas. Just saying.
Yep.
Just saying. You got to use your head for more than a hat rack. Truth is out here. You got to want it, though. It ain't going to look for you. You got to look for it.
Yep.
Real talk.
Yep.
Why black men and women can't stick together.
Okay, y'all. So with all that being said, you got any last words, baby, before we get out of here?
Make a long story short, if any of this interests you, because we don't like debating with our people, because we were born and got forced to be a Christian. So we know everything you know already. If you have not studied Islam as taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad the correct way, listen to the words, the correct way, then you don't know nothing we know. And anybody that think they know Islam, which doesn't make sense because two people that know Islam have no reason to debate. We should both know the same thing. But there's always one or two out there that want to try to challenge. We'll squash you like a fly on the screen. Nothing to it because we got the truth and we know it's the truth and we can prove it. So in closing, we would basically say, love yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, hit us up. We'll tell you how to, step by step, how to do it. Because it's a system. And you have to, change yourself, rather heal yourself from the inside out, not from the outside in.
Pretty much, and we just gonna continue off that for the ladies. Love yourself. You ain't got to hide who you are. Reclaim your own.
We got some of the most beautiful people in the world.
Yes.
Oh.
They in garments and headpieces. They ain't half naked. You ain't got to fit in. Why? You can stand out. Yeah, they're gonna probably laugh, scratch that. They are going to ridicule you, judge you, talk about you. We're experiencing that, all that now. We don't care. Because we are happy. We ain't got to prove that to nobody. But
yeah, we're very happy.
Very.
Because there's people out here. Oh, we didn't even hit them with I used to be paralyzed from the neck down.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So people that's paralyzed, you can come out of that.
You can come out of whatever ailment, whatever. And we know about healing from the inside because we had a whole lot of, we had to heal from.
And it was blind for a couple of years. You come out of anything.
More than a couple of years. Most of our life, we was blind, didn't even know it. So you looking at living proof. You got to be willing. We can't force you. That's not our job. You got to be willing. So like we just said a minute ago, we're going to put that challenge out there for anybody that see this on any show. because we're gonna be doing this every week.
Oh,
Any show.
and for you people that's gonna have your whatever you want to say, this is a podcast. This is not a
Right.
teaching.
No.
This is a podcast. That's where we're not A1. I can hear you already. That's why we're not A1.
Right.
Because it's just a podcast just to generate interest.
Right.
So we're not taking shots at you. We're just trying to gain your interest.
Right. If you have any comments or questions, you can hit us up directly.
Females, hit my wife. Dudes, don't try because she's going to send you straight to me.
Yeah,
Females, don't hit me. Don't try because I'm going to send you straight to her.
I already had one try.
So don't waste your time.
Yeah. And don't try to, and then male or female, we're just gonna say this and we're gonna be done. Don't try to use Islam to hook up. Don't do that. That's death sentence right there. It's like when, and we could have, a husband could have been teaching us Islam. We ain't never have to get married. Ain't never have to be together. None of that. Did we get that correct?
Huh?
Yeah.
Because that's the option, remember?
Right. We made that choice.
We said my job is a teacher.
Right.
If anything else comes out of that, it's just a privilege. Because Allah could change your mind, so I get away from him. He gave you what you needed. But he gonna be your,
Yeah.
or you get away from her, that's gonna be your wife. Well, it doesn't matter.
But we don't know.
I didn't teach her, so I come here, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you, and then I'm gonna, yeah.
No.
And then we gonna.
No. Didn't do none of that. So if you want to come to our men, go to our husbands.
Real
Ladies,
talk.
you come to us. Don't if that's your motive, just we rather you not even come. Straight up.
Real talk. We messed our wife head up when she first came up here.
Shut up.
We messed her head up so bad. It was unreal.
Home cooked food.
Home cooked food.
Man,
we did not try to touch her or attempt to put no type of pressure on her because we paid for her to come up here. We let you stay in our house. We didn't say you because you staying with us. XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Go ahead, but you was close now. We just had to get.
Gonna say that's the first time we slept, and then we came the next morning. Like usually, man, we fell asleep. Man,
no
first
pressure.
Time we slept because we wasn't under no pressure. We felt stress free, so that's one of the other reasons why.
And was in the basement.
On air, start on air matches. We ain't ashamed to say it, start on air matches, but we still slept. We had our son with us at the time. We both.
I'm upstairs. We didn't walk around half naked. None of that. We didn't go tapping on the door. None of that.
You good?
None of that.
And that was one of the other reasons when we was looking. It was like you said, blew our mind. Like, wait a minute, he ain't trying to do nothing. Hold on, this might be something different. Let's see where this can go. As far as being taught. Then we did the whole marriage. Right. I'm trying to make sure I say it correct. But yeah, and that came after. And then we started asking questions. What'd you say? You got to ask me twice. This is my second time I want the book. And it went from there. We had to make changes. The biggest thing with us, and we'll tell y'all, is our emotional content. That's something we still change.
That's every Black person's problem.
And we'll acknowledge that, especially from our past, but we'll get into that on another episode. But yeah, our emotion, and we're getting better with not, and we always say, our husband every day, I don't care. And we really don't care about a lot of things. There's certain things that get up under our skin, but we still have to change that.
Y'all ready to laugh? What you say about me?
When we first saw you?
I'm talking about how our person, our character, the type
of
person we are.
Our husband laid back, like, and we're gonna say born. Not that it's not. We don't mean as a shot, but how can we say it? We don't mean as a shot, but it's
no surprises.
No surprises. No surprises. Laid back.
How many times we do this? Huh? That's our phone, our cell phone. Unlock it. She know my unlock code. How many? Oh, it unlocked off your face.
And you know the code to ours.
Show it to him. See?
And our phone over there, but
if you gotta hide this, you got a problem.
He know the password to ours, so
you got a problem.
Yeah, our mind was blown, y'all. So ladies, y'all talking about I want a king and blah blah blah. I want a real man. Ain't nobody perfect. We ain't. He ain't. we never will be, but you can be better. So that's the whole
He
point.
got over 900 people's numbers in his phone.
His phone don't ring. Our phone don't ring.
900 people.
But his phone, what he have his brothers that he talked to, what, couple times out the week probably, and it's right in front of us. So it's even if a female do call, people that he grew up with, we don't trip. It's right in front of us. We'll talk to a dude right in front of him.
We tell her who it is, everything off the dime.
Man, we got an interview. It's with dude. Yeah. We're going to be talking about XYZ, ABC, whatever.
All we say as soon as he breached the code, kill the interview.
Yep. And haven't had it happen yet, but my husband been right there.
Everybody always got some little slick stuff that they think you ain't never. Remember, if you only know Christianity, we know everything you know already. There's nothing you're going to tell us we don't know. You're going to waste your time.
And that didn't sit right with us. That's why we stopped following before we started learning this. We was just.
But you never tried to tell me nothing like, no, that ain't right. You ain't none of that.
Yeah, we was like, what? So you, what? So you weren't supposed to. So this never happened. This is some bull. And it wasn't adding up. That's why we stopped following it. It just wasn't adding up to us. Why are we going paying this man money? Our life ain't changing. It ain't getting no better. Still,
and when you go to jail, where you preach at? You get evicted. Where you preach at? Where you reverend at? Car get repossessed. Where they at? But you taking care of them every day. Where they at?
That
real
right with us.
Talk. Remember, this ain't for the faint at heart or the weak, because we're going to go at your head. We'll be going at your head to spark intrigue, not to debate. Remember, we know everything you know already. Yep. You're not going to tell us nothing we don't know. You're not going to come over with a scripture we don't know, because all your scriptures have nothing to do with black people. Where the hell was black people at when David was fighting the lion? Where was black people at when Samson was dating Delilah? We weren't slaves. We didn't become slaves till 1555. Jesus lived 2,000 years ago. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him and all the other prophets. 2,000 years ago. So, and Christianity is only 551 years old. Just so you know.
So that should tell you something there.
Islam, the planet was created with Islam. Islam means peace. And the planet is a living organism. Why you think stuff move?
Freedom, justice, and equality amongst your own. And peace. That's why we're so peaceful. And people spit in our face every day, especially we be on the job. Everywhere we go.
You already know how they treat us.
Everywhere we go. And our cousin, we be like, you better than us.
Come on the shoe.
Step on them, then turn right around. Hey, bud, you think you can? Huh? Like, what? And that's it. Nobody call us out. Everybody pretty much turned their back on us. That's all good.
That's because you're relatively still new. Watch. Just watch. Just watch.
They gonna see.
They're gonna reanimate after about 4 or 5 years. Like, you ain't changed.
Nope. No.
You might look like you're getting younger. I don't even want to really tell my age, which we could, but it ain't none of your business.
Nah. But I didn't say nothing yet.
But
he don't look his age, and we don't look ours. We just gonna say that.
But people think she 20 something. They be like, she doing with that young girl? Like, young? All right, bro.
We got teenage, well, one grown,
2 grown. Like, we doing what you ain't doing. That's why you ain't in my position. Or the people that dealt with you, or the people that dealt with me before we met each other, probably got a whole lot to say.
Oh, yeah.
But remember, rear view mirror, you in the past. We can't go back in time.
We wouldn't, even if we could. Be honest.
I mean, it's literally impossible. Mm-hmm. You can only move within time. Mm-hmm. You can't go back in time or forward in time.
Yep. So what you feel or think about us is relatively irrelevant. And that's what a lot of people don't like with us. We don't care. We can have a baby with you, start talking that See,
Yup, yup. You got a baby with you, you don't even exist.
don't not
Just the
us.
baby exists. Thanks.
That's where the
Thank you, but
priority is. Appreciate it.
wait it. You don't want to live, you want to die,
See,
you don't need to be around us.
don't even want to talk to you.
Because we're going to get our 1,000 years. Yeah. I created
And
you to live
then
1,001 score. Yeah.
you try to block what Allah doing. That's
You're going to get dead. That's why we're going to keep it real. Real talk.
I'm gonna keep talking noise. I'm gonna.
Oh, we have no back down. So bully tactics would be highly ineffective on either one of us. You know, I know my wife's a little soft spoken and all that good stuff, and try to,
play it cool.
try to play it cool with you, but no bullying.
Yeah, saying that damn.
No bullying will happen ever.
Not
Again, we
gonna.
know everything you know. I don't care if you got a doctor's, master's, PhD. You got 7 of them. It does not matter. You only have 6,000 years worth of knowledge.
That's it. No shot, but
Because yours come from Yakub. You don't even know who Yakub is, do you? The big head scientist. You don't even know who he is, do you? That's who got you in the yoke you in now. Now he only lived 150 years. This is about 150 though. Don't get me wrong, there's people out there in their hundreds right now. They just showed the older lady about 120 some years, but she could barely stand up.
and she was black, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she could barely stand up.
Was she in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
Is that good? Yeah, because Moses had twins. He was 500.
We still want to be
500. He had twins. All right.
Well.
Oh yeah, and Abraham had 167 wives. Just so you know. Why ain't nobody talking about that? Since everybody like to point out all the other prophets, and really they only point out the messenger because he's black.
And speaking of that, we can ask that question too. Can your husband have more than one wife?
No.
Can your wife have more than one husband? No.
Listen.
No.
Listen. Once again, that's polytheism.
No.
More than one is polytheism. We said prophets. They're not polytheism.
Right. That's the difference.
Okay. They're teaching a truth you don't even know. They're doing a job you could never do.
That's why they're able.
Moses hesitated on moving the boulder in front of the Caucasus Mountains. Allah knocked him dead. Told Martha how to resuscitate him. So don't you ever hesitate on me. Abraham told him he chose his kids over him. He told Abraham to sacrifice him. And then stopped him before he was about to sacrifice. Don't you ever put nobody before me.
One of the main reasons why you can do whatever you want to, say whatever you want. Nah. The second we do that, we're dead. Death sentence. Oh, you finna run back because your ex said he gonna take, and we just throwing out there, he gonna take custody or whatever. Yeah, I don't want to lose my baby. All right, dead. So you ain't gonna trust me to, like I said, that's just an example. You ain't gonna trust me to fix it or work it out.
Our kids must make sure they try to keep our kids away from us because they don't want them to learn Islam. They don't want them to save their life, so they blocked them from me saving their life. What you think they're gonna get?
Dead.
Child is innocent. Child don't know. They only choose sides after you give them sides to choose.
Right.
But if you take away the ability to choose adequately, you're messing them up. You ain't raising them up, you're killing them. But you claim you love them. Look how many brothers on there. Look at my son. He swole up. Look at his chest. Take your shirt off, son. Flex on him. Oh, look at my daughter. She got her booty bigger than mine, girl.
Ain't she cute?
Twerk that thing. Look, y'all.
We will punch up. Our grown daughter got baby girl. No.
Always saying this.
I'm having that.
Real
That's trying
talk.
to be their friend.
If you want to learn, we got you. You want to debate, we'll crush you.
Every time.
I don't care who you get. You can go get the Pope of Rome. Not the Pope. The Pope. Because he's a fag. You can go get the Pope of Rome. We'll shut him down in 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
You can go get anybody in Orthodox Islam. We'll shut them down in 5 minutes. You get anybody you can go get a theologian. Christianity. We'll use 2 answers off actual facts. Or student enrollment. Shut them down. Don't believe me? Send them.
Mm-hmm.
And women are not authorized to teach on no rostrum
No.
or preach in no building. You can teach sisters one-on-one, but
Right.
you're not allowed to get up on the rostrum. That ain't what Allah put you here for.
As in the class.
Yeah, He didn't put you here to act like a man. Like they tell you, think when Steve Harvey messed y'all up.
Act like a lady.
Talking about think like a man.
No. That's
No.
never
Think
gonna
like a woman. Man, think like a man. Don't let these hypocrites steer you off.
Oh, 3 books. We believe.
And
he
who
wrote
the
3
help?
books.
Who the help?
Claim to help a lot of women.
When? Where they at?
That's when he was doing the show. We don't know if he's still doing this talk show or not. But they be, how can I get my man to? I don't want to get.
Oh,
I
and
want
all
to get
the
married.
shows are scripted.
Oh yeah.
Those are actors.
Mhm.
All of them, because I could have been on the show.
We've been in the audience at a couple, so we know.
Fellow actor, we could have been on the show as
Paid audience
up there acting like. No, I was supposed to be on the show getting interviewed.
Oh
but,
yeah.
But they wanted me to act like I was married to a white woman, a devil. Of course, we turned that role down. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. What I look like with a Muslim name standing up here talking about I'm married to a devil? That'll get me dead. Because I want to make a couple of dollars and get my SAG card. Keep that SAG card.
Not that way. Get that.
Keep it. Anyway.
Okay, y'all. So this is the first episode. We have reached the end of Real Talk and Real Topics. We knew it was gonna run long.
Yeah, we don't like playing with people.
Nah, that's the whole point. Like I said, we gonna come over here, come on here every Thursday. Matter of fact, put the flyer up. We're gonna be on here every Thursday. Of course, Real Talk, Real Topics. We ain't got to explain no more. Y'all got first episode today. We're gonna have different topics every week.
And remember,
Every
you can
week.
chime in to ask questions. Please don't chime in talking about we don't know what we talking about, so on and so forth, because we're going to dice you up and throw you in the trash compactor.
Oh, I love everybody. I love all the guys. What was that?
Allah don't love everybody.
Oh, man.
Why do you think Noah and them got flooded? Sodom and Gomorrah got burnt to a crisp. Nineveh got burnt to a crisp. What you mean? If you love them, they'd still be here.
Right. We don't even, yes, being a Muslim woman, we don't even like everybody. We barely talk to people unless they want to be talked. And our husband can back us up on that.
We barely like anybody.
Barely.
Make long story short.
Unless you want to get taught, we don't call you a sister, friend, business associate, none of that.
King, none of that.
None of that. No disrespect, no shot, but that's the whole point of our show is to get y'all interest, spark y'all interest, and wake y'all up for those that want to wake up. And so y'all catch us every week, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We just want to get that the way real fast. Got Queen Candy, yours truly as a host. Always going to have our husband on here, KLG, co-host. Put our social media down anyway, man, real fast. Put our social media down one more time. We're going to get out of here.
We're just basically about to say, again, the challenges are going to be irrelevant. We got all the answers already that you don't even know. Because your Bible is all in parable. None of it's straight talk. Except for when Allah's talking and he got the prophets talking. That's when it becomes straight talk. And you're going to hear all of them say, I didn't send me of myself, but he sent me. Listen to the words. So we're not here to debate about Antichrist. We already know all that. Buddhism, Hinduism, calligraphy, Kemet, Mecha, all that garbage you want to try to throw out. Let me bust some of y'all upside the head real quick. That Mecha Kemet garbage that's written in the hieroglyphs, Musa used that to teach the devil how to be evil. That was a classroom. So anybody that studies that becomes evil and don't even know it. Israel, you so-called Hebrew Israelites.
Oh yeah,
y'all don't even know who started it. All right? And Israel is doomed because Israel turned their back on Allah. They refused to do as he told them to do, and they started worshiping calves and ornaments. So he put a seal on them that anybody that claims Israel or is in Israel is dead for it. And you can thank your forefathers for that. Because we're not Hebrew, we're Asiatic black. It's a difference. Asiatic means the aboriginal, means the original black. All right?
Exactly.
We're not African. We're Asiatic. Just
So
want,
all that,
just want to put that out.
all that being said,
So don't
y'all,
come with none of that stuff. We know all that stuff already.
so we ain't debating. If you got questions, you want to learn, of course.
None of y'all study Islam is taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And if you did, you didn't do it the right way.
No.
Bam. My bad.
Oh no, you good. Let's say all that. So if you don't know nothing about it, we're not finna debate it. Go back and forth. We know about how to be a nigga, Christianity. We know about all that. You want to learn, you want to be taught, we got you. But you want to comment, cool. But don't time out like a husband said, we don't know what we talking about, prove it. We ain't finna prove nothing to you because you're not our guy, so we ain't got to prove nothing to you.
Don't take shots. Only time we prove something to you is when you want to learn.
That's it.
Because we're going to show you the facts.
Yeah. Basically, don't take shots.
Right.
Right. Don't take shots. So
take shots.
That's all we
because you're gonna come up short. It really is gonna come up short.
You're gonna get your feelings hurt. With feelings.
And again, we don't have fear. So any type of act of threat of aggression, any type of thing will be met with the same manner. We bow down from nobody and no one. Only person we fear is Master Farad Muhammad, to be praised forever. And we don't fear him to fear him. We fear his wrath.
Yes. Treat others how you want to be treated. That's one of the main things we carry with us when we walk out that door, even when we home.
Let's talk about Honorable.
Exactly. So, with all that being said, y'all, of course, we're going to be back next week. Y'all stay safe. Y'all hit us up. We got you. Other than that, get dead.
And also, help your people. You see them struggling, help them out. If you got it and you good, help people out. Don't just pick one person. If you got it, help more than one person.
Pretty much. Don't laugh at them, ridicule them, judge them.
Because you could be next.
Never know. Never know. But, like I said, with all that being said, y'all, we're going to be back next week. Talk to y'all later.